Have you ever had moments when you're looking for something and it wasn't until later that you discovered that it was right in front of you the whole time? Actually, just last week I was running a little late for Mass, but somehow I could not find my homily that I had printed out the night before. So out of desperation, I printed it out again that same morning. And it wasn't until after Mass, when I returned to my room, that I saw right there in front of me, clear as daylight, on my desk, the printout that I was looking for. I walked right past it. Now, if you think that's bad, one time, I know you're going to think, oh, Father Larry is losing his mind. One time, I was frantically looking for my glasses. So I get out of my car. Oh, this was years ago, by the way, not recently. So I get out of my car, I run back into the building, and I just couldn't find my glasses. So I was so frustrated, I rushed back to my car, put my hands on my face out of aggravation, and realized I had been wearing my glasses the whole time. I don't know what happened, but it was right in front of me. It was literally on my face. Sometimes we're simply oblivious of certain things, particularly the signs and miracles of Jesus in our lives, who is standing right in front of us. In today's gospel, the very human and very practical Jesus is pointing out the obvious to us. He said, black clouds in the sky mean rain, and southern winds mean the weather will turn hot. But he is angry with the crowds who have gathered around him to listen to him, because they do not know how to interpret the present time. So Jesus expresses his frustration by asking them, why do you not judge for yourself what is right? It's almost as though Jesus wants to shake us awake and screaming to our face, hello, can't you see who's standing right in front of you? Speaking to you, it's me, Jesus, and I've got a message of peace, love, and freedom for you. He calls us to care for each other and to acknowledge that there is one God who is Father to all of us. And this is what the people watching the skies should have seen, had they been watching Jesus as carefully as they were watching the clouds. Jesus wants us to be attentive to the many signs in our lives. He wants us to see him not just in the obvious places like in church, but outside of church. He wants us to acknowledge his signs and to make things right while we can. He urges us to strip away the fears that distract us. He urges us to get rid of our anger and grudges that we hold in our hearts. Too often we use so much of our energy on people we resent and those who have hurt us, or even the pain that we carry from our past. But we can pray to help us see the signs of God's justice and mercy in our homes, our work, in our studies, and in all of our relationships. He knows it's not easy for us, but God has been patient with us, and so we need to exercise the same patience toward those with whom we have divisions and conflicts. Division and conflicts occur in part because we are not rooted and grounded, or at least not all of us are rooted and grounded in the love of Christ as we should be. When our conscience refuses to control our divisive tendencies, that's when hypocrisy comes into play, and we become so full of ourselves. And that's the very distraction that Jesus wants to grab our attention away from. We cannot be free or healed until we're no longer burdened by these distractions. The only distraction we need is Jesus standing right in front of us, holding our face in our hands, telling us, I love you so much.